because I see the trend. I see a trend where people start complaining about foreigners who didn't waste their money, foreigners who are frugal, who save their money and put their money in businesses. People are complaining about them. So if you want the next 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 years to be better for locals, you need to watch where you spend your money. People, do not be jealous of foreigners who came to St. Lucia to work and who are spending their money on the right things. Do not be jealous of the people when they acquire 10 times the value of what you have. Because when I was growing up, from the time I was a little boy growing up, the number one priority for people when they reach working age would be to buy a house, to buy some land, or something like that. Learn a trade, something like that. Now, what we have is a situation now where when people hit 19, 20 something years, everybody wants a vehicle. It is okay if that's what you want. People say that's what they want. Let people have the desires of their heart. Okay, that is all right. That is perfectly fine. The only thing I'm saying is when somebody comes from a foreign country and they come here and they live a life where they do not spend money on vehicles, they spend all their time saving, they live a very frugal life, they achieve something, they buy land, they set up their businesses, and then for St. Lucians to complain and say how these people coming from overseas and they own everything. They're coming from overseas with nothing, and then they have all of this and they have all of that. The people are not spending their monies buying these cars that you all are buying. They are not doing those things. They investing in things that will bring money for them, that will acquire value with time. Stop getting jealous of the foreigners who are spending their money differently, because you want to buy your cars, that is you. But do not get jealous of the people who decide to spend their money another way. You understand? Because you have a lot of people in this country who are just loose. When you reach 19 years or whatever, to me the best thing you should be doing if your time, learning a trade, start a business, or going over or going or doing some kind of a study or something, studying. Start a business, learn a trade, or go and study. Now the thing is, you may start a business and you may fail, because sometimes you will fail in businesses before you learn the ropes and things like that. So because a lot of times your parents and them don't have any ideas to share with you. They have no ideas. Sometimes you have nobody close to you to give you any ideas about business. So you may fail, but nonetheless, it is a good thing to do. So in short, what I'm saying, instead of, because I see a trend where people start complaining about foreigners who didn't waste their money, foreigners who are frugal, who save their money and put their money in businesses. People are complaining about them. So if you want the next 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 years to be better for locals, you need to watch where you spend your money. When you reach 18 years, 17 going up, my advice to you is start a business, learn a trade, or go and study. Do avoid spending your money on things like vehicles that do not appreciate in value. You understand? If you want to buy your cars, it is okay, but do not complain about the foreigners who came here and they're spending their money in a way that help them own buildings and lands and properties. Stop complaining about foreigners when you prefer to spend your money buying vehicles. Keep the fire happen.